friends, this is Julie. I have a tiny but I think fun haul to share. I have this big bag of goodies over here that's going to be fun to go through. And I have to say, my thrift stores have been pretty empty as of late. Yesterday I had an Etsy order to ship out, and I treated myself with a walk around our local Savers. And you guys have heard me say this ad nauseum. I only have really 2 thrift stores that are closest to me. I have a small independent thrift store, which most of these things are from, and then I have my Savers, and I walked out empty-handed yesterday. There was not a thing. I actually was hoping that I would find some vintage fabric. I was looking for things in the orange tones to go with 2 butterfly journals that I'm currently working on, and I walked out empty-handed. Good for my pocketbook, but wasn't very good for my desire to find treasures. But let's jump in really quick. I also wanted to say that there is an item that I paid up, I think, greatly for, but maybe not. I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of that. I have certainly been known to pay these sorts of prices for similar items, but I did have to think about it for a while. Carried it around with me and really had to give it some thought. And in the end, I was a yes, but I'll let you guys decide, and I'll share that one last. So here's a vintage book that I did happen to find at Savers a couple weeks back, and I just threw it into this haul. Looks like I paid $3.99 for it. I typically have a 20% off coupon. Let me see, did I use? Sometimes I use a coupon, sometimes I don't. I didn't. I paid the full $3.99 for it. Again, these prices might seem kind of high. I am in Los Angeles, Southern California. It looks like there is, oh, how cool is this? Okay, so my intention is to make a journal out of this book. I think the cover is just really great. There is a little bit of issue with the spine. I kind of hemmed and hawed, but I knew I would be taking and removing the spine anyway and adding a different style of spine to it, but I just love the cover of it. But it looks like it says, bought at the house of Seven Gables when Hawthorne got the, what does that say, friends? Inspiration and something, the book. I bet you guys put in the chat if you know what that word is. And I don't know what that says, but it says May 20th, 1919. So I don't know that I'm quite reading it, but how cool is that? So I definitely need to do something special and keep that in the book. The copyright of this, let's see if we can find, how cool is that? There's the House of the Seven Gables from Turner Street. So cool. And I love this bit of vellum there. 1913. So we are well in antique territory here. And let's do a little bit of flip through. Looks like there are some black and white book plates, kind of black and white photographs. So I'll probably make tags or something out of those here. Let me put this flat here so I can look through a little bit better. Okay, that's the one we saw. And then it looks like there is a few others in here. I just keep missing them. I want to stick to the front page. Look how beautiful that is. So I think that will be fun. I don't know, maybe it'll end up being kind of a home theme or a house theme. We'll have to see. Oh, that's pretty, the buffet. So this must be all sections of the house. Here's the kitchen. So very cool. So this will be a lot of fun to work on. Okay, so the rest of these things are from my little independent local thrift store. And they usually have some pretty good games. Of course, I'm always on the hunt for vintage playing cards. So this is Hoyle Rummy I paid $2. It looks like 1975 Standcraft products. So, of course, I wanted to look in the box to see what the playing cards perhaps look like. And look at that. Look at that goodness. So, basically, I bought all of this just for the cards. Clearly, they weren't the original cards that came with it. Made in the USA. They're Trump Joker cards. Let's give them an open. I don't know about all of you, but vintage playing, oh, that's probably not a good thing. Is that a good thing to open it with? Okay. Not a good thing, but it was the sharpest thing I had. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to find vintage playing cards, and they're very, very popular. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. So it looks like on the back side, they just have these cute little kind of 70s style little girl. She is all kinds of adorable. And then the face is just pretty simple. But yeah, I think well worth the $2. This, let's see if there's anything else good in here. This I'm probably going to recycle, or maybe I'll donate it back. You know what I'll do? I'm going to donate it back. Maybe somebody would want that. What do you guys think? Or should I cut this packaging up and maybe use these for cards? I don't know. I'll have to think on it a little bit. Maybe it's not even worthwhile to donate it, but these are cute. Made in Hong Kong. There's a little sticker. Let me get my ice pick here again. So these aren't even open. Maybe those were the ones that came with it, but I have a hard time believing that. Just doesn't seem like it would. There isn't anything that says what the cards are like, but these are kind of cute. I wonder if I could punch holes in these. Let's try it. Let's try it. Because $2, why not? Okay, I'm gonna try. Do we think they're just like a little lightweight plastic? Can we? It's probably gonna crack. I can hear the, ooh, wait, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, it's kind of stuck. Look how cute is that? Okay, all right, so I'm gonna keep these because I think we can make these into little dangles for our spine dangles. And then this, yeah, I don't know. I'll stick it over here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Okay, the other thing I picked up was this Rook card game. I do not have any Rook cards in my collection. Looks like I paid $4. Kind of a cool box, but really I just wanted the cards. Again, I'm going to open them up. I love the crow. Love the crow motif. And I'm a sucker for anything in a turquoise colorway. Let's see what these look like. And I still think paid $4. I don't know if these are super vintage. What does it say? Even if they're not super vintage. Well, 1992, 2001. Yep, so they are. They are. I just think, oh, look. Oh my gosh, those are cool. These will be fun in the house journal when we get to that one. And this too, with the green in the house. It's perfect. We have some in black. Ooh, I love these. We'd be great for Halloween journals too. So we have black colorway, and then it looks like we have the red and we have gold. Ooh, I love these. Love, love, love. And then here is how to play canasta, how to play Royal Hearts. And I think the back is just, these are different. Yeah, just the crows. So those are tons of fun. And I'll probably keep the box and use it to store something fun. Okay, the next thing I picked up, I noticed while I was walking around, they had a lot of German children's books, so somebody must have donated. This is $3, and they have the date 1963. marked on it, and the cover is adorable. I think it's still in good enough condition that I could make a journal. Look at that with the birds and the little nest. So sweet. I think this would make a really good journal. Having a little bit of wear like this does not deter me in the slightest. It has a little bit of bowing, but I think it's still in really nice condition. And of course, we would put a different spine. I don't want to pull out the sticker. I'll have to take my heat gun and carefully remove that. It's a little pet peeve of mine. I wish they didn't put prices on the covers like that, because sometimes it pulls off. So clearly not in good condition at all. The book plate has come away from the cover, but oh my gosh, look at this paper. So cute. I'm trying to read here. Lisa something Deutsch Klasse, so German class, and it looks like the number 3. Isn't this cute? I'm trying to see if it had, okay, and here's the date, 1963. Lisa Alvarado. This belonged to the Alvarados. Is that cute or what? And it has tons of illustrations. Almost every page has illustrations. So cute. We have a lot of monochromatic ones. Full color. So sweet. So it looks like it might be different, probably little fairy tales, I'm guessing, because the subject matter. Oh, look how beautiful that is. That would be beautiful. That would make a beautiful cover plate on a Christmas journal. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This is very, very cute. I looked at all of them. Some of them didn't have very many pictures, so I thought this one was the best. Look at the little squirrel. So sweet. Perfect for the bee journal. I've been collecting things. I have a bee journal in the plan, in the works. Wonder if I would get lucky and find butterflies. Oh my gosh, perfect. That does have a butterfly, but I'll probably keep that for the bee journal. I'll have to look through this and see if I can find any butterfly images. Okay, let's open this, and then we'll do the very expensive-y thing, as my mother-in-law would say. Is her, we all say that. That's how she said expensive-y. This, I paid $4, and it says beads, and they probably had 5 or 6 of these bagged up, and I tried to go through. I just wanted one because I wanted to wait till I open them. If we love them, let me know. Maybe I'll go back and see if they still have the others. I think maybe I went last week, so it wasn't too long ago. But I tried to pick out one that had a good variety. Some of the bags were marked $4, some $3. I don't think anything was more than $4, but you know, you can only have so many things. And if I can't use them all, then that means I have to list them, and so I only have so much capacity for items. Let me grab a bowl. I'm just gonna dump some die cuts out. So the markings say 98, but I do want to open this, and it looks like they're just little charms, little plastic charms. And I don't know if you can see, they have the smallest of holes, but definitely a little jump ring would go through there. I don't think that the twine that I've started using for the spine dangles would necessarily go through that. It's pretty small, but we'll have to test it. But how cute is that? We have little bananas, we have pears, and it looks like we have cherries in here. And does that one even have a hole? I don't even see a hole in that one. Cute. Yeah, there is a hole there, but very, very tiny. Okay, I'm going to dump these out because I want to keep them separate. I will rebag them. So it looks like we have, oh no, we have more than that. Let's see how many of those. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Ooh, what are these? Ooh, that's interesting. 5, 6. Looks like we have 6. Oh, another one. 7 of the little mixed fruits. Those are fun. And then what are these red ones? I hope they're apples. Yeah, I think they're apples. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like there's a couple rogue oranges in this one. But let's see. I think I want to open this one. I want to see what the holes are like in them. And these are going to be perfect for our school days journal. Yeah, very, very tiny holes in them, but we'll find a workaround. Those are adorable. I love those. And then we have lemons. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 lemons, same thing. All kinds of adorable. It looks like we have 1. What are these? Plums. I think they're plums. They have a little bit of a ridge. First I was thinking maybe they were grapes, but they are plums. And then we have all these oranges. Super cute. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the oranges. So let me know, were these a good find? Definitely for $4, they're a great find. And I have way more than I could possibly use. So definitely I will be sharing those in some capacity, maybe in my Etsy shop. We're way overdue, many of us, for doing a supply sale. And of course, Happy Mail. Oh, this one. What was this one? This one is a surprise here. It says, wow, 12 for 29 cents. Somebody paid 29 cents for these. For 12. Makes me think they're kind of special. I don't know. What are they? I have no idea. They're just a little abstract. What are they? Just a little abstract fan shape, maybe? They have a little bit of an iridescence to them. I don't know, but they're pretty. And they have a little hole. They actually have 2 holes, so maybe they were meant to sew onto fabric or something like that. But yeah, definitely cute. Okay. All right, you guys ready? Now we're going to look at the thing that I think I paid. Yeah, leave me a comment below. I'm very, very curious what you think. I don't think I overpaid for a variety of reasons, but this is marked 1902. They have Alan written on it, $12. I paid $12 for this. Alan must be the author. Yes, it is. But look at the beautiful, lovely, lovely, beautiful spine on this. It is gorgeous. Has the perfect amount of wear to it. Gorgeous embossing on the back cover. And then look at that front cover with the same embossing and the gold filigree flower. I don't know what kind of flower that is. And it is not in good shape. It is not in good shape. The book plate, it looks like it's pulling away from the spine a little bit. In fact, this page, I'm just going to set it down. This page is loose. We have a signature in here, Frank Larson. I just wanted to do a double check. That is not the author. So this is bulbs and tuberous rooted plants, history, description, methods, and propagation, garden dwelling, and greenhouse. Complete directions for their successful culture in the garden dwelling and greenhouse by C.L. Allen, illustrated, 1902. No, did they write? Okay, they wrote 1902, so it does say 1902 here, but the original copyright is 1893, friends. 1893. The paper maybe is rag paper. I don't know. I can see little flecks. I'll have to get out. My sweet, sweet friend Terry, McMouse Mom, sent me some rag paper, and I kept it just so I can feel it and then compare it to other things. I see little flecks in it, so it's definitely handmade, but it's, I think, a little bit more slick. So I think this might be a little bit too old. But look at this, friends. Look at these beautiful, beautiful book plates on what, every other page. Look at that. What do you guys think? I think it was well worth it. I don't think I'm going to be taking this apart. I do love to collect nature guides. I have a big collection of nature books, nature guides. What would we call this? Like floral type books. And I don't know. I just love them. It's one of my weaknesses. So I don't think I'm going to be taking this apart. I probably could do pretty well on each of these book plates, but I think this is just gonna, look at that. Look at that. These are anemones. I think this is going to be in my collection. I'm gonna enjoy it for a while. I probably need to do a little bit of research and see what the value of it is. For sure, I'll be using it as a prop, photography prop. I like to use books like this in the backgrounds of my photography. Look at that. Just even having that open like that, displayed on a table. You could put like a little vintage spiky flower frog here just to kind of weight that down. Is that gorgeous or what? Almost seems like maybe that's what they were doing. That page is pretty flat. I mean, every page is, oh, and look at these. Okay, so these are a little bit different. These look, are those numbered? This one definitely has a numbered book plate that says number 18. Yeah, those aren't numbered. So it looks like we have some different book plates in it. Oh my, what the heck? Oh my goodness gracious. I did not know this was in here. Okay. Now I really think it's worth the $12. Look at this. October 18, 1946. Frank something. Is that the same name? Was there a name in the front? I've already forgotten. No. Yes. Frank Parson, perhaps. This looks like a different last name. Frank Larson. Maybe? Do you guys think that says Larson? What do you think? Is that beautiful or what? I don't want to take too long. I was going to see what all something. Can you guys read that? Okay, maybe I'll take a picture and I'll post this in my community tab after I post this video. Is that beautiful or what? I'm trying to look to see if these are flowers. It almost looks like tulips. All tulips? Yes. Oh, you guys, it's flowers. It's names of flowers. I believe that says hyacinth. King something. Oh my goodness. Is that beautiful? Okay, this definitely I will scan and photocopy. That would be the most beautiful ephemera in a nature book or a gardening book, flower book. Oh my gosh, that is special. I will leave it in here. Okay, so here are more of the book plates. Califield, Richardia in California. So, just gorgeous. Okay, so let's put that back and look at that beautiful color. It would be fun to do a scan and a copy of this page as well, because that's some good vintage patina there. I think it was that way, so I'm going to keep it in there. Just gorgeous. So let me know. Would you have paid $12 for this? Was it worth the $12? I definitely think it is. I have a feeling, I haven't looked it up yet, but I do have a feeling if I do look it up, it probably has pretty good value. And like I said, oh, no, that's the same one. Oh my gosh, I scared myself. I thought there was a second one. But yeah, this right away, I'm going to work at getting this little label off today. And I will be displaying this on my sideboard here in my little crafty corner. And I'll probably display it like this for a while. I have kind of a cool low bowl that I think it would look beautiful in. And that is it, my friends. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite thing is. I think it's going to be fun to play with all this stuff, display it, collect it, use it, craft with it. I think those are adorable. And these are fun. So I'll have to do a little bit of testing to see what will fit through there. I mean, they're awfully, awfully small. Maybe like a little jewelry finding, like a little thin piece of wire or head pin or something like that. We'll have to play around, but these are a ton of fun. So that is it, my friends. If I keep having a dry streak at the thrift stores, I might not have a haul for a little while, but I'm going to keep on the hunt because I love a good hunt, and hopefully I'll be bringing you some more treasures, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, friends.